Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into the Manila Major NA qualifiers, or I guess American qualifiers, as we are here with one of our last games of the day. It is Dragon Slayers or Dragneel versus Not Today, a two-game series. We are into the lobby now. We're into the draft. We're going to get underway, of course. My name is Mott. With me is Grant. And we witnessed a pretty solid first game coming out from Dragneel, I think, all things considered, Grant.
Yeah, it seemed like both teams kind of got their draft. Not today got more of a team fighting draft with the Nags on the backside, and they got a few good team fights. But Dragneel, I think their heroes answered not today's heroes far better than the other way around.
Yeah, I think Snaking getting the Nature's Prophet was a
Yeah.
pretty big deal as well.
He
So
loves that hero, and it's can't really give it to him. And they're banning the Invoker. HFN, they know in South America he is the prime 8K Invoker player. They're not going to let him have that hero.
HFN is a very good player,
He's
and
scary good.
I'm glad that some teams are branching out and saying, okay, let's get this talent from the South American region and put it on an American roster. You saw it with Z-Talk with Archon for a little bit.
R.I.P.
Yeah, rest in peace to him and Van and Smash as well. Now you see it for HFN. Is there any other South American players that are on a North American roster? I don't think so, or any other roster for that
I
matter.
don't really believe so, but they have HFN and they have a European as well in KYH. So yeah, it is nice to see.
I want to say
teams
that he's Finnish, and I keep saying that, but I feel like I'm wrong whenever I say
I
it.
think you're correct.
Let me just search Finnish. No, it's not Finnish. I'm wrong. It's Norway. Yeah, I say Finnish. I should know this because I'm a big hockey
fun.
fan.
We're in North American Dota. We can just
No,
call
it's
them all
not Norway.
Europeans.
It's not even Norway, man. Was it Denmark? It's Denmark. Yeah, I think it's Denmark.
Denmark. So he's a Malk.
Pretty much.
He's
yeah.
a Malk, but he can actually play Dota.
Oh God! Don't say that to his face.
No,
Actually, I'm sure you can take it.
I could tell you. He's curly. He has curly hair. It's cool.
He does. Anyways, let me see. Is this the same flag? Yeah,
That's Denmark.
that's Denmark. It says Denmark right
Oh
there.
yeah.
All right, we got it.
So
We figured
Denmark,
it out.
Brazil, a Canadian, and 2 Americans, I believe. That's diverse.
Clairvoyance is Canadian, right?
Yes.
And then Snaking and Mason are both American. Yeah. Yeah, this is a multicultural roster, I'd say. Not today, of course. I think they have. I think they're not all from Peru. I might be wrong about that. Nope, they
Believe
are
a
all from
few.
Peru. Every single one of them.
Yep.
Okay. So it's South America versus pretty much North and a little bit of South America coming up from Dragneel. So
Yeah, and I believe Not Today is actually in a team house for this, and it's paying off. They're still 2 wins, 1 loss so far, so they're doing good. If they pick up a win here, that'd be
a win
huge.
here would
They'd be the
very
first team
important.
to 3 points actually.
Yes, I think. I mean, unless there's been other games going on currently.
Shazam won, but they were 1-1, so they're at 2 wins, and I believe
They're at 2 points now,
Yes.
probably. Yeah, it hasn't updated, but I'm pretty sure. Well, it's because this series is still
Yeah.
going on, but the Shazam series, which again, they're the probable favorites coming out.
Yeah.
I would say.
Shazam. I'd say Shazam's there, and then I think Freedom was the same favorite, but I mean Dragneel looked good through the open, and you can't count him out. Not today's looked good. Group B was just I feel a lot more balanced, less top heavy with DC there.
And Group B's already set. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it's set. We don't know first and second bracket because Digital Chaos and FDL actually
They
play
have to
the
play.
last
That's
game
the
of
last
the
series,
night.
Yes.
So they can kind of, and it's the last game, so they can maybe choose who they want to play later.
Yeah, that's a nice nifty thing.
That'll be a fun match. DC will finally play against a team who's been looking good as well. Never Novas, who RIP, man. We talked about it.
They got
know.
absolutely destroyed. My lord, it was not good. I witnessed that bloodbath, and it was unfortunate to watch.
How'd Merlini feel?
The entire time he's just like, I want to witness a Jimmy moment.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Did he witness one?
He witnessed 2 of them at the last game, and he
Excellent.
cheered, and he was happy about it.
Excellent. Jimmy and Ben, good friends. Dota 1 teammates for a long time. So
Yeah, they
There's
like each other a lot.
a Lich pick.
That's interesting.
We've-
Is this common in America? Because I haven't seen many
Yeah,
of the
Lich-
games.
Lich has been kind of common in America and EU. It's one of those heroes. He might not do the best great late game, but in lane, he wins you a lane automatically. If you do a lane, he wins you the lane. It's insane that a hero can do that.
It's
early
tough
game.
to deal with for sure.
Yeah.
The range XP obviously being a big factor. The range creep XP is a big deal. Even with all the changes, and Nahaz was talking to me about this, and I had no idea what he was saying when he was telling me. He was like, statistically, or something like, if you look at it from a certain perspective, there's a net loss coming out for Lich in terms of the balance patch, and I'm just like, I don't know what you mean, dude. Is it good or bad for him?
Yeah, he said it was bad, but I think He's talking through the whole game.
Right.
In the early game, Lich definitely is still far buffed from 6.86
Well,
or
right.
whatever. But
Right.
yeah, you know him in stats. Stats are like his second
It's
child.
peanut butter and
Yeah.
jelly or whatever.
Yeah, and we see. I like the first bans from Not Today. They're like HFN. Sorry, we're not giving you either of those two heroes. It's not gonna happen. Bounty Hunter made it through the first wave,
And then it gets
and no one
banned.
picked it. Yeah, I'm really surprised no one picked it.
I was saying this before I came here. I did the 5 games of Canada Cup for the Group A region, and
Yep.
like all five, I think 4 of the 5 games had Bounty Hunter, and I was like, all right, I'm sick of this already.
Yeah.
And then I came in and Soxa played it in that game against Severnova. I'm like, all right, I like Bounty Hunter again. This is
Oh yeah.
fun.
I'm sure he just dominated middle
He
lane.
he
with
killed
him.
3 couriers,
Okay.
and then he killed 2 heroes just going back. And now we have an Al coming out, probably for HFN. Do you think?
I think it's going middle, but I wonder if they maybe switch it up like some teams, and because I know Mason,
Mason
loves
on
playing. They might be a mid Mason Alchemist, and we actually have in the American scene seen carry Alchemist, like
Yeah.
in carry lane, safe lane, I should say.
Yeah, it's most often played mid. That's from what
Yep.
I've seen. I mean, from all the regions, really.
And a Treant. We've seen Treant a bit, but
I should
I
be
like
more
him.
excited about this. I was
like
talking
Treant.
about it the other day, and I was like, I want to see more Treant Protector. When was the last time we saw this? And I think you guys were like, whenever Goblik or PPD picked him.
He was, man, I missed the PBD tree when it was the Zai team, our TZ team back then. Like, how often he got first blood or even killed a chicken on tree. He was right space,
Boots first,
right time.
Leech Seed, let's go.
It was just insane. They have a Nature's Prophet now, so they have a lot of global presence. Treant with the defensive, uh,
Living armor.
living armor, and then Nature's Prophet can
Don't
just
you
keep
hate that when
around.
a hero's out of the scene for like a year and you're just like, what's that ability
Yeah,
called
what's
again?
what's overgrowth? I don't know. Yeah.
1 minute and 30 seconds left for not today on the reserve time right now.
So it looks like they have both. Okay, there we go. So we have. Looks like the off-lane Nature's Prophet could be middle. We've seen it once. I've seen it middle, and then we have the carry gyro, and looks like the 2 supports in line and Treant.
Yes, that is the most common, I think, ending to this draft for not today. And so you have to wonder, okay, well, what do we put mid against whatever it is that they're going to send there, which is probably Alk. And the good thing about this Alk pick is that they have the Lich to go along with it. I mean, it's just going to make his lane easier.
Yep.
I mean, it's just going to make his life easier in general. You have Frostblast to back him up later on down the road, or just give him an
Whoa.
IO. You know, 2 defensive supports that don't roam particularly well.
This feels like another game like last time. I feel Dragneel wants to take those 15 to 20-minute team fights with an IO on your Alchemist.
Yeah.
Every Alchemist we've seen, the latest timing for like the Radiance Armlet build we just keep seeing,
16 minutes
like
maybe.
16 minutes for those 2 items. That's insane. We've seen it at almost 11 minutes on some people. If they get a team fight that early with an IO and Frost Armor on Alchemist, how do you even touch him?
I think you just die. I'm pretty sure.
And then Beastmaster with a book 3, he'll probably have it by like 15 minutes. That's
Yes.
gonna be a hard push to stop, but they do have Gyro call down. They have good team fight. This is gonna be a team fight game, I feel.
Yeah, I was wondering if the Beastmaster is going to be playing the support role because it's been picked a lot lately. At least in the SEA region, it's been like, okay, Iron Talon, Tangos, go to the jungle, see you guys in like when I'm level 6 at like nighttime, and then we find a roar or something.
Mike kind of did. He still played it offlane, but he started in the jungle and he got level 6 by 5 minutes in. I'm like, that
seems
nice.
pretty good.
Iron Talon, thank you.
Yeah, and it's like where was the jungling Beastmaster last patch?
Yeah.
It just seems weird. Nothing really changed about him. He maybe got worse. I can't even remember.
Yeah, it's funny. There's a tip too that you were casting with Merlini. Merlini actually the person to invent jungling.
Yes.
And it was on this hero
Beastmaster.
Beastmaster.
I wanted to bring that up, but I felt like that would be pandering, and I was just going to be like, no, don't do that.
It's just crazy. It's crazy how one person can change a game like that. Like, oh, we have 3 lanes. We'll just do 2-1-2s, and then all of a sudden one guy does. I can get more out of these creeps that I'm supposed to kill later in the game.
Yeah, but that's just Ben. Ben's just like, he just likes to push the limits. He's just like, man, I wonder if this is going to work. Let me try this.
Yep. Shame he didn't push the limits in Veggie Esports.
Oh, he pushed the limits.
Yeah, he tried.
Of how long they can push that game and feed and throw away.
And make everyone have a heart attack 'cause they all want him to win. But.
Yeah. That's unfortunate. Rest in peace, Veggie Esports. But guess what? Without their loss, we wouldn't have such great talents like Blitz, Purge, and Merlini here at the hub.
Yep. Thank you guys for
shout out to
here.
our sponsors or whatever.
Yep.
All right, Dragon Slayers, Dragneel. They've got one more pick left in the tank.
I like the Juggernaut ban was fine again.
Yes.
If they had a healing ward along with another early maybe. That would have been insane push. You couldn't have been able to stop it. Now, not today. Not today is going to want a mid-team push. I mean a mid-team fight hero. We're going to see.
Ember Spirit kind of faced that role, sort of.
Yeah, for Dragneel. I like Dragneel's. I like not today's. What can they pick up in the mid role? Uh,
TA? I don't know.
I don't think you can versus Alchemist. If there was an Alchemist, maybe, because
I just don't know
late
where
game,
everyone's laning, though. That's the thing.
I think it's going to be a Gyro save lane Nature's Prophet in there. And yeah, Ember and Alchemist, they can switch up how they want. I bet if they do pick a TA here, they would send Alchemist, Lich, middle, or
Yeah,
something
so
like that.
like it's like
It'd be
whatever.
hard to pick
It comes down to whatever they pick here for not today. I can see that
yeah.
happening.
Alina, we haven't seen a mid Lina. We saw it once,
Yeah.
actually, and I feel that's actually decent this game.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
We'll see if that happens.
I
Some of the burst on Alchemist or Ember that
would
you
have
need.
liked Zeus, but he got nerfed
Yeah.
into Oblivion, so that's not great.
Yeah, Zeus actually is kind of funny. He's not terrible this game because his biggest nerf was not. Well, okay, Storm Spirit. I haven't seen him once this tournament.
I have not either, actually.
I think I saw him in the open qualifier. That's a whole different bucket of worms.
Yeah, I
basket
mean,
cup of worms.
Who
What is
even knows
I
what?
don't know.
Well, I know what I know what you're saying, but who even knows who was playing
Can.
it? I mean, was it a good team playing it?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't remember. But a Storm Spirit. Oh man, if we the first Ags ever maybe in a pro game, if we do see, I don't think
I hope not.
it's not that good, but
No,
it'd be
I
funny to see. That'd be sick. Just
Blitz is not a fan of it. That's all I know.
yeah.
I
Blitz,
trust his judgment. When it
Blitz
comes
isn't a
to
fan of
Storm
anything of. If it's different than what he does, that's wrong. That was Sumail. He won a TI.
Spirit.
and he's 18.
he won DAC
No,
with
no,
those
no.
items.
Yeah,
No.
nah, you're wrong. Oh, okay. My bad, Blitz.
Well, we'll see how it goes for the Storm Spirit mid. Benjaz is going to pick up the Gyrocopter, no surprise there. HFN
Yep.
on the Alk, though. So,
So he will be going middle. So it's gonna be a safe lane. Looks like a safe lane Mason. They could swap it up. I don't think they will, but they could.
Ember Spirit is like one of those heroes that has always seemed really good to me, but I just never I never like seeing that pick. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about the hero. I'm just never like, man, I'm really glad we saw an Ember Spirit here.
I like seeing it versus such things like when you do have a PL and the PL's just it's a middle PL or something and he gets farm and then your Ember comes in with the B Fury, but it's crazy to see how quickly an Ember gets farmed. When he goes boots trial first, you're like, how's he farming? He flash farms with his E and then magically has the Battle Fury and a Daedalus at 20 minutes.
That's
You're like,
how
"Ooh."
it seems to go for me whenever I watch an Ember Spirit.
Just comes out the
It's
items.
like bots, okay, well, that's going to put him towards his Battle Fury. All of a sudden, he's got it 5 minutes later. Like, I don't know where that came from, but I guess he was around the map the entire time. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. The power with the Ember Spirit, obviously, you bots in, you have a remnant somewhere else on the map, you just remnant back. It's like having a replicate for Morphling, but better.
Yep.
But
They did pick it into a line. One of the, I wouldn't say hard counters, but the instant cast Hex from
right.
line is one of the great counters to Ember. It's once you get a blink. The thing is, some teams don't even prioritize blink online. You almost kind of have to in this game. I feel.
yes, absolutely. You can't really get away with an Aether Lens and hope to
Yeah.
God that you're close enough to him.
That you're in the trees, you pulled a Jimmy, and you're ready, and oh, boop, gotcha.
You got him. No, that's not going to work for Nightmare this game. And Nightmare coming off of a nightmarish game.
Yep.
You see what I did there? Yeah.
Yep. I believe the witch. He was playing the witch doctor. He had a rough game.
Yeah, he wasn't. He had that one good ultimate on HFN, the Death Ward.
On that cask in the middle fight when they actually didn't it bounced off the Yule's guy and it got two of them ravaged because they couldn't cast it. That was sick.
Yeah, that was a cool setup. And
Yeah.
the cool thing about that was after literally maybe a millisecond after the Ravage came out, he drops the Death Ward down because they coordinated that so well. And that's the thing. Not today. All speak the same language, speak Spanish. They're from Peru, so they clearly are on the same page. Whereas Dragneel might have some maybe language issues with HFN. I don't think you would pick it. You wouldn't pick him up if you weren't confident in his ability to communicate with you in some way, shape, or form.
But then again, I remember when VG picked up Black. I know he couldn't really speak the language at all.
I adminned a game at the summit where he was playing with Vici, and let me tell you, that was an interesting experience because he's doing his own thing. He's singing and humming while he's playing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just who he is, whether it's anime music or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Ice 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 is yelling orders to everybody else, and then occasionally in English he'll be like, Black, you go farm, you do your own thing.
Yeah.
And Black's just okay. He'll occasionally talk in Chinese, he understands, but it was a weird experience.
Yeah.
I think they ended up winning that game. I remember a Black AM game. That was the game it was. At the Summit
missed
3.
that. And there we go. Looks like the rune's just going to obviously HFN benefits a little bit more from it. Wait, did okay. Well, he bought a Quelling Blade and a Healing Slaw. I was trying to make sure he had the Grievel's Greed before he picked it up, and he did. So we've seen a few teams. Whoops, forgot to skill it and didn't get the benefit.
I have
no
skill points put into anything just yet. That sucks.
Oh, that's gonna be funny. The Treant does a lot of damage level. And look at the Alex, oh man, what a Treant? He's not ranged, but
Where's
if I go
my
up,
IO?
yeah, he has a poor man shield, which is nice. But
KYH is top. He's more concerned right now with the Ember Spirit getting dual laned against.
Oh, I like how there's just tangos sitting on the ground here, middle lane. I feel like the Treant almost wants to go around and just steal him from him, which he could.
Give me that tango. Jericho's gonna run
Oh,
right in onto Clairvoyance. How much are they willing to dive this?
oh,
I don't know.
they're not. It pushes back, so HFN. Quelling Blade, Poor Man's Shield already. That's the power of Greevil's greed.
One bounty rune, he's rich.
Yep, exactly.
He's
Top
gonna
lane
level
looks
up.
like where it's going to be, if anything does go down, dual lane of IO Ember versus Line and Benches. And look at that. The IO and the Line are just fighting each other, right-clicking.
KYH is winning currently.
Yes, he is.
Line had his Earth Spike ready.
Oh, he has 2 Fairy Fires.
Did
No
not want to
wonder.
use it.
He's yoked out.
Yeah. KYH he's confident. He's buff. He's ready to go. Jericho's still mid, so this is going to be a 1v1 down bottom. It's snaking on the Beastmaster versus his Nature's Prophet coming out. Frostblast mid. Leo Style is going to pop the Remnant up. HFN's not really looking to fight. He's an Alchemist with level 1 Acid Spray. Really can't do anything against Leo Style at this point, so he's just going to be like, I'll just farm and get last hits. But so far,
Bottom lane Snaking is
yeah.
going to go down, I believe.
He's going to do some damage to King Tekka, but he's not going to be able to get this kill. He's going to get low. He's got to try to hide in the trees. He's low. He's going to salve up. Can he get out in time? He's bought a TP and making some space, and King Tekka might be in trouble if they had the board nearby. In fact, they do. He's trying to TP out. He's going to make it away.
Oh.
No, Snaking turns it around and gets first blood. Are you joking me? Beastmaster, Snaking, hashtag the king, hashtag return of the king, hashtag the first of his name. That's another person.
Shout! That was Snaking. That was Snaking in a gif right there. Just we thought he was dead, giving up first blood. He goes into a rather weird juke spot, eats a tango, and then potions up. It just turns on him and kills him. And that was like the last
The
second. Of that TP.
the Furon's like, I need to leave now.
Yep, I'm not. I'm sad.
Well, he goes down, but that's just the way it works, I
Yeah.
suppose. And that's going to give a lot of gold to Snaking. Yeah, he has to go back home. He's going to have to heal up, but he's going to get boots out of that. He's going to get another set of regen with tangos. He's got a Quelling Blade now. He's got a full Poor Man's Shield, so he can take some of the damage from the Treant, the right click coming out from the Nature's Prophet a bit more. Still, though, in terms of CS, it is sort of in favor of not today. If you look at it, it's kind of close, but right off the get-go, it does seem a little not today favored at the very least.
Yeah, and there's on the bad side though, there's a Lich middle just stealing a creep every other wave too.
Well, Leo Style's level 3, so is the Alk.
Yeah,
so
is the Lich. So
yeah, I mean this is a dual lane that is roughly keeping. Before the change, it would be the Lich and Alk would be ahead of the whatever
the solo lane. Like, oh, that's cool. You're both out leveling me for some strange reason.
The ranged experience seems really good. No, that's not the case. I mean, if it's even, I think that's fine.
Yeah.
You have the added benefit of just crazy harass with Frost Blast on top of denying a full creep and a lot of experience with range creep. And if that keeps you even in levels with a dual lane, I think I wouldn't call it fair, but it's good. I don't know if it's balanced. I don't know anything about Lich. I'm not even going to go there, but I think it's fine.
Yeah, me too. And top lane, they're now tri-laning against Ember and IO.
They're like treating this like a Spectre almost.
Yeah.
I
I think if Gyro gets his phase boots, I feel like they might dive the tower with the Treant, but they have to be careful because there could just be a TB on the tier 1, but they also have the Nature's Prophet on their team now, so they can turn a fight where it's even into a fight in their favor.
He's
real
got
quick.
boots. He's got TP ready to go. He's actually waiting to skill points. He's level 5 and he's 3-point skilled, so he's holding on to 2 points. Whether he wants to come in with a Sprout or he wants to go for a push with the extra Treants, we'll wait and see what that's going to be. He wants to get an extra TP level. He's going to have phase here pretty soon. So King Tech is doing a pretty good job, all things considered. Yeah, he died early on, but the problem is that with that death, Snaking was behind in terms of CS. Now he's ahead.
Yeah.
And he has regen. He has a Poor Man's Shield. Sure, he's taking hits, but he's got level 3 Boar, level 2 Inner Beast. He's going to have Roar up here pretty soon. Once he gets that Roar, it is nighttime now. It's going to be 5 minutes like we talked about.
Yeah.
And he's actually getting help from the rotation from Clairvoyance. They have a Hawk up. Yeah, he just needs to get this level 6 here, and he's going to have it within the next... Oh God, he was so close.
Clairvoyance leached the creep. That was maybe a little bit of a mistake.
Yes, if I'm snaking, I'm pinging him right now, probably.
Yeah, that'd be pain. That's the NA way. If you don't like something going your way and it's someone else's fault, you make sure they know.
And the SA way apparently as well. And they're going to come out with a tether, the overcharge as well. And Mason's going to take some hits, and his Flame Guard is now Dunzo. Wow. That was a nice little bit of aggression. Now King Tekka is going to go down. There's that gank we were talking about. We saw the tail end of it. It looks like it started off with a roar. And Jericho goes and gets that kill up in the top lane, or rather dies.
Yeah, he dove in. It was right when he started trying to run. He got Searing Chains it was a perfect play by Mason. little over
So
aggressive.
he was in tower range when he got Searing Chains?
Yeah. They tried to dive 3-man. You can't dive
That's
against
the dangerous
an
part,
IO.
especially with the new armor that you get
And he
from
gets
it.
bonus armor. Yeah, that was rough, and he just got changed and dead.
They're going to go in. They want Benjas too. They pop the Flame Guard up. There's going to be the Searing Chance on both. The Remnant and he wants Nightmare first. He'll find him, and now Benjas is alone up here. KYH, he's got no spirits. He's actually going to pop him out now. There's going to be the Living Armor. It'll keep Benjas alive. And actually, they get the kill with the Nature's Wrath and the IO, so it is going to turn into a 1-for-1 exchange in the end. There's going to be rotation. Leo style will pick up the Invis Rune, rotating back up to top as Jericho.
Are you a little surprised? It was weird. He went for the Lion instead of the Gyro. And I feel like he could have just blown up the Gyro.
I think
if he wanted.
he wanted to secure a kill, and he didn't
Yeah.
know where the Treant
Yeah.
Protector was. I think was the big thing. He didn't have vision on him, and he's like, I'm going to get leech seeded. They're going to turn on me with Rocket Barrage. I don't have Flame Guard anymore. I'm out of remnants or something. That's the dangerous part about it. But
And look at Mason doesn't ever have to go back. He has a bottle as well as the IO having a bottle, so it's like he has 6 bottle charges.
yeah, he is going to have a lot of regen, assuming KYH stays alive, in which he probably will.
HFN already, he's going to have his armlet in 200 gold.
It's pretty
and
good.
he'll be farming 2 sets of stacks. Looks like, oh, no, not going to. Okay.
He's going to get some ice armor and then head back mid. Top lane, and there's the living armor.
And
It
there's
looks
the
like Mason
Furion.
jumped in. They have all of their abilities ready to go. Leech Seed, there's going to be the Earth Spike. They have the damage here. Searing Chains will go. There's going to be the Hex up. He's low. The Tether, the Overcharge keeps him alive. Rocket Barrage going to the Creep Wave. It comes at an unopportune time. Meanwhile, Snaking finds yet another solo kill again onto the Nature's Prophet with the Roar, level 4 Boar, and I'm sure it was 2 of them. Probably doing more than enough damage.
Yep. And it's crazy. We used to, axes used to be the most maxed ability. Now people don't even get, they're like, oh, the boars do way more damage when they have Inner Beast on them. I have 2 of them up. And
it's been so long since I've seen a max
on top
wild
lane
axes.
again.
KYH is going to get caught. Good remnants, though. He's very low on Jericho as well as Nightmare. Flame Guard, fan looks like Mason might fall. They TP him with King Tekka, last right click, and now they finally get it done. They'll take down that Ember Spirit after it took so long, and the aggression will pay off.
Yep, Ember goes from possibly getting a triple kill into getting killed, and now they're going to get a little bit of free farm top, possibly harass that tower quite a bit.
Yeah, Benjaz is going to come in here. No mana for call down, and he's going to just TP home, it looks like, and just get some of that
Leo
back.
style middle against Claire.
He's
Doesn't have
okay.
the mana for it yet.
Benjaz TP'd bottom, by the way, to farm there.
Oh, okay. Well, I think that's smart. They need him to get farm early because Dragneel's going to run at you. Once Snake King gets his even book 1, they're going to start running at you, and they need Benjaz. They need his call down. They need him to have farm. He's their answer this game.
Well, book 1's coming soon for Snaking.
Wow,
He's a couple hundred gold away from it.
Yep.
I mean, it helps to get first blood and then get another solo kill.
And they once again have a decent Roshane team because of the acid spray and the Beastmaster with
Inner
all
Beast,
his
yeah.
inner beast and the Necro. Yeah.
The zoo that he's going to have momentarily. The Alk will take down that first stack up the hard camp. He's now up to 2,000 gold, and we talked about it. This is looking probably roughly around, what would you say, 14 minutes for a Radiance, maybe a little bit earlier or later?
It might be a little earlier than that. This might be a 12, 13 minute one, depending on how. As long as he doesn't get ganked. If he gets ganked, then yeah, I think 14, 15 minutes. But if he doesn't miss a CS, oh, there we go. Hits all of them. And Clairvoyant's actually going to die this time, I think.
He was a little too far up for how low he was. Leo Style is actually out of mana. He's bottle charges. HFN has no way of stopping him from pressing back towards his tower. No unstable concoction. You're not going to get that as a farming Alk at this point, but that's fine. I mean, that's just Claire being a little too aggressive. Jesus Christ, what's happening? I'm being destroyed. That actually hurt. Holy crap, I got assassinated by Dakota. I actually want to, that made me mad. I want to go out there and hit him.
Go for it. Don't actually.
No, I'm not going to do
We're
that.
casting HFN, dude.
Who comes in with a freaking Nerf gun and shoots you in the face?
With a GoPro attached to it.
Is that what happened?
I believe that is what happened.
Wow, so cool. I'm so happy that happened to me. I'm really glad I'm here, guys.
Yeah, me too. I'm glad you're here too, Trav. I'm glad we can hang out. We can cast some NA Dota. We weren't. I think we were scheduled for like one game sometime. It didn't happen, but now we're casting right now.
Yeah,
so
we got the cast that we
all
needed
about
to get done.
Exactly. You get to see Mason. NA Dota. Besides Ike's Mike, probably the second most NA Dota.
I didn't want to watch Mike's team anyways. That was it. That's why I got off the Freedom train with you, and you got on with Owen instead.
Yep. On with Owen. On with Conrad. I'm casting with European. Wait, Conrad's not European.
I mean, he's pretty much European.
Yeah, might as well with the haircut.
Now Snake King's bottom. He's got his book 1 Tome of Knowledge picked up for KYH, and it looks like he'll probably use it because he needs his level 6, and he's gonna.
Look at these boars. Look at Nightmare. He's just dying to boars. He's gonna. Oh, he tried to roar, but he got the instant hex off, and now this is gonna be a turnaround. That was a bait.
Now there's
Snake
going to be
King
the
got
call down.
baited.
They get the rocket barrage. The roar comes out. The living armor's there, however, and Snake King is now going to use his roar and die at the same time. Not to mention feed away his Necro 1. And King Tekka will take the obvious backlash damage, but still very happy with the exchange, and they will transition this into a tower push. That was, I feel like that's pretty costly.
No, it wasn't. That was actually that was a sick play by Nightmare. He's like, oh, I'll tank this board. Like that was legitimate bait, and he baited him in half
Claire?
HP.
Oh my lord, he's about to go down with about 10 HP, but Leo Style runs out of mana and he gets Searing Chains up. He's going to go ahead and TP home.
Doesn't
Searing
have the
Chains on
bolus.
cooldown for 3 seconds, so he can't get it off, and he will be able to stay alive and just kind of make sure that Not Today secure that bottom tower. All right.
It seems this game and last game, the team with Furion is moving around a lot better. Now they have Storm too, so they have a lot of the movement on Not Today is far better, and it's working out.
Here we go. There's going to be the Midas picked up for the Furion. I don't know if that's common like a couple of years
And
ago,
Treads,
I feel like.
Treads Midas, he's on the tech speed. Snaking, we saw Phase Boots
Drum.
Drum, so
Orchid.
complete opposite way. And it looks like he might be going.
Well,
drums
it's
on
both
Nature's
attack speed.
Prophet.
It's just different attack
Yeah.
speed items at this point.
Yeah.
At least the Treads and the Midas coming out at the very least.
Snake King's almost. Oh, is Snake King in trouble again? Are we gonna see TPs? They don't have a tower up.
They're going to relocate to try and keep him alive, but he is probably going to die. He's going to get at least the roar off.
The bounce.
The Chain Frost bounces. Benjas will finally get the kill, but it's still a double coming out for Clairvoyance. That is a rotation coming out from a Lich and a KYH IO. That gets them a double kill for the Lich.
Yeah, that's a new one. Of course, Snake King does go down, and Snake King is level 10, so they gain a lot of experience from that.
Ooh, HFN trying to juke away from Leo Style. He can't
Result.
afford to die now. He's got no Chemical Rage. He's got a stun up. He's going to have to use it momentarily, but he's getting ganked. He's going to have to pop the armlet. No TP's coming in. He's going to lose a lot of this gold, and it will not be that 12-minute Radiance.
So close. He had it in like one creep, too. That's why he's so greedy.
It was going to be close, but it's going to instead probably be 13 to 14 minutes now, which is still
insane.
Fine. Absolutely
anyone,
fine.
Yeah. Yeah, here we see the movement again. They're moving around the map just perfectly. Not today, and they're in position to do decently. Leo Style. Oh, he has the arcane rune. No, he didn't. I thought he did. He looked like he was glowing purple. I don't know why.
I know what you mean.
Maybe I'm. It was on
Clairvoyance,
Lich.
yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I saw someone glowing purple. I don't know who.
Oh my god, Arcane Rune with Sacrifice and everything else. That's pretty
Fine.
nice.
Has his tranquils now richer than some of the liches we've actually seen already.
Mason is not quite at his boots of travel yet, and a little further behind than maybe he would have liked going down to that top lane. He did farm well, but he's not quite there yet. It's going to be another couple of creep camps before he gets it. So, but then when he gets it, we talked about how fast you get the Battle Fury after.
Yeah, I don't know how, but you somehow do. And Dire's still leading in golden experience, but Not Today I think is using more out of their gold. They have the better
Yes.
heroes for it early game, especially as a Storm. If you can't pick off a Storm and you let him get that, if he goes Bloodstone, I believe is looking like what he's going to go. If he gets that by 20 minutes,
You're in trouble.
Yeah, you're in trouble, yeah. Oh, Frost Armor on the tower. Look at that tower just goes down 100 times slower, and Frost Armor is up. It's funny.
Leo Styles like getting his attack speed slow.
Oh, that's
It's
level
like,
2.
this
He's
is miserable.
like, I'm just going to max Ice Armor from here, and it's probably smart.
Leo Style is going to turn the Soul Ring and transition into the first ever Ag's first build.
Ags, that'd be sick, dude. Well, not really, but it would be cool. I wouldn't say
People
sick.
on Reddit are like, it's the new black hole,
Yeah,
but not really.
It's a new black hole, minus costing 4,200 and making your hero virtually useless for a while.
They're not wrong, if that's what they say. I mean, at some point, maybe it might be a good pickup. Maybe there's something we don't know about it that makes it insane.
Yeah.
Probably not. I think people would have tested it out at some point in time.
Yep. And
It's a luxury item.
both teams just content with farming right now. Looks like Not Today. They're keeping line bomb. They're waiting for somebody. Maybe I think is the best way for a kill. If he gets a stun hex off an HFN, he does. He had it by I think like 1350.
That's
so we consider it
completely
13 minute
fine.
or 14 minute. And whatever. If you're a round up glass half full guy.
Optimist,
Yeah.
not like Greg.
Yeah.
There
Oh,
you
and
go.
look at.
They want this
that's all
tower.
good,
It's
yeah.
about to get denied. The
Oh,
roar
he
comes
got
out. Can they get Leo style? They get off the Searing Chains as well. Can he remnant away? Absolutely not. Erased by the Fire Remnants. They get the denial for Clairvoyance, and that will provide them a nice little pickup and stop the Storm in his tracks as he's trying to progress towards what we said would probably be that Bloodstone.
And they denied the tower and got the kill. So.
And that's going to be the bots coming out from Mason. It was the bots beforehand, I think, but he's going to have 600 extra gold on top of it.
Wow. Now, yep. Sometimes we see who used to do that. Maybe it was Sumail when Boots of Travel Manta. He didn't even go the
I think it was
Battle
Sunil.
Fear, yeah, and it was just mostly to stop silences, Yules, and all that, and it worked out for him.
Yeah,
People
he
were
was
like,
the
"That
Yule. It was
dumb."
definitely Yules was him
Yeah.
for sure on that hero.
The classic Yules Ember. That was a treat.
If you remember seeing that first time, I'm like, is this guy insane? Is
Yeah,
he
just
high?
like his Wind Ranger armlet. The man creates strategies. No one follows him. I haven't seen another one, but
They usually work for him.
Yeah,
He
they
does
work
like the
for
strangest
him.
builds in the mid lane that always work. He's like, yeah, I went bots Bloodstone Zeus like first or something like that, and then it just somehow works out. So, anyways, why can't I hear that? Why can Brian hear me? Brian, why are you talking to us? All right. Well, he didn't hear me. It might sound like we're going insane right now.
yeah, which we are
Uh,
first off, but
that's true. Brian was in our ear for a little bit, which was awkward.
producer.
Yeah, so that was weird. We apologize.
Luckily,
There's
nothing
a fight
happened.
breaking out. Yeah,
Now there is.
now there's something going on. Jericho's gonna get roared up. Good Earth Spike onto
Oh,
Snaking. The
wow.
Chain Frost will bounce at least once. Overgrowth comes through. HFN was looking to come up there, but they get the relocate off. There's the Searing Chase. They'll get Nightmare, and the Treant gets cut down swiftly thereafter by the Necronomicon Warrior. Okay.
Necronomicon, nice. Me and Conrad were trying to discuss how to pronounce it.
It's Necronomicon.
Yeah, but I call it Necromicon.
That's not it at all, dude.
Yeah, but it sounds like what sounds cooler?
Necronomicon.
I don't know, like, got my Necromicon. It sounds like you're going to a con, like a weeb con, you know? And it's kind of fun. You're taking them to Necromicon.
Hey guys, we're gonna go to Necromicon real
Yeah.
quick with me.
Yeah, and they're taking that to Necromicon to take that. They take 2 kills and as well get the tower here. So
You can call it whatever you want, Grant. I'm not gonna stop you from doing it.
all right, cool. Thank you.
HFN throws down the acid spray. Was trying to look at this ancient stack that Nightmare's trying to protect and give to the Gyrocopter for Benjaz. He's got his Yasha now. His Sanjin Yasha will be shortly thereafter, and it actually kind of helps him do it with Flat Cannon.
Yep.
He's got to finish off most of these.
And we see Boots traveling. Oh, and they're gonna get HFN. His ult comes off cooldown again.
Overcharge? Is it enough?
Whoa!
The
armlet
tether
toggle.
comes out. They get off the armlet as well. The
no
unstable
worries.
concoction. He's trying to decide who he wants to go for. He suicides himself. He turned his armlet off as he used it. That was such a crazy play. Maybe he thought Leo Style was going to come in. It might have been for the best, I think, at the end of the day. They've already lost the Clairvoyant / King Tekka is going to try to TP out. He actually might make it away. Sleight of Fist, Searing Chain comes out. And it's going to be enough damage for Mason to get the kill. So, all right, he doesn't give the gold away. He doesn't give anything away. And Jericho's going to find himself in a world of hurt as well. Flame Guard, they know that he's there, but they have no detection.
They keep running into him. Oh, he ate the tree. There he is.
And now they know that he's there. Remnant forward. It's not enough damage, but the Searing Chains is.
Oh, that was a sick play by Snaking. Or what was that? Yeah, it was Snaking. He ate the tree with this Quelling Blade. The one tree, and he's like, maybe he's here. We're getting blocked, and that was actually sick.
That was
The
pretty cool.
HFN play was, he could have stunned the lion, but I think he thought the lion was already dead.
Yes, that's what he
And then
definitely thought that.
The lion never even died that fight, by the way. Like they turned, and he just tried to armlet toggle instead. He just killed himself. It was rough.
I mean, like, the worst things could have happened there than him
Yeah.
denying himself.
At least he died to himself. Yeah, at least he didn't give away because he's worth a lot of money every time you kill an alchemist.
Yeah, he is at 12,000 net worth, 2,000, and, well, he's pretty much 3,000 ahead of that of Not Today's Nature's Prophet, who was first.
He can thank KYH. KYH saved him. He would have died immediately when his ult turned off there, but
Level
KYH
3 overcharge.
came in, yeah. And then he armlet toggled, and it looked like he was just going to wipe up, and then, oh, where do I stun?
Yeah, that was a huge play.
Yep.
Even if he doesn't do anything in that fight, even if he just denies himself, who cares? He stays alive, and he doesn't give away kill.
Yeah, Nightmare's doing good. He's roaming around, even when they're not getting that kill. They almost had that kill. Like he's been in the right spot, the right time, getting kills. Like bottom when he killed Snake King twice, and he's having a good game. If he had a blink, it'd be better. But
It's going to be
rough.
easier now because King Tekka has got an Orchid, so he can TP in an Orchid and amplify that damage that they're pumping out. So
King can do a lot. And that Orchid, no one can really
there it
take
is.
it off. Yeah.
There's going to be the Orchid coming out, and now Mason knows that he's in trouble. Oh, but the relocate comes through.
Are they gonna fight it? Oh, Pink's
They're
TPing up,
TPing
but
in
it's a tier 2 and
Clairvoyance.
Snake King's here.
Everyone's TPing
Oh,
up now.
no.
This is going to turn into a big fight, I think. Now it looks like actually backing away is not today. Nightmare, Dragneel, Snake King's in trouble. There's the Earth Spike, the Rocket Barrage, the call down going. He's in trouble. He'll fall first. Doesn't get the roar off, but now Benjas is getting focused down. HFN is here. Big overgrowth with the Sleight of Fist. Chain Frost coming in. It's going to bounce between everybody. Leo Style jumps out after all three of his teammates are dead. Nightmare is on the run. He's speedy with his Tranquils. HFN is chasing him down with Unstable Concoction. He will not find him. He'll stun himself again. This time he's not going to kill himself in the process. Snaking getting a little ahead of himself still. It actually sets up for plenty of kills for the rest of his team.
Yeah, that was the dream Lich ult too. It literally bounced between 3 heroes, just completely and just dominated on him. So 3-for-1 trade, like you said, yeah. Snake King, only one to die. He got everything he wanted to off, and they handled him. The B Fury is now, I believe, coming out on Ember.
It should be.
It's going bottom first. It's like, yeah, you can have your Manta, and then I'll get my Battle Fury. Oh no, he was going bottom.
All right, not having the courier
smart.
not having the courier hotkey is triggering me.
Yeah.
Maybe it's one of the F1 buttons or something. No, it
Maybe
doesn't work.
I'll watch you struggle.
It's not gonna work.
Yeah, people always get mad. I don't have a courier hotkey when I cast like solo cast. I'm like, what died on the chicken? Hint your courier hotkey.
I don't have one.
I'll
Sorry,
do it
guys.
tomorrow. Yeah, I'll fix that. I'll fix it after my 15 years of playing.
It's just not a big deal sometimes.
Yeah, it's really not.
Well, we'll not know what the courier was bringing out. Well, we do know it's the Battle Fury.
Yeah.
But
And we see Gyro. Gyro's actually having decent more. And that was a perfect ult by him. It couldn't have gone much better. He ulted, I think, on form. And that IO almost died immediately, but luckily he had the 17 stick charges, and the infused raindrop has actually been saving him quite a bit.
Yeah, he's got one more left. Do they have stocks of these things, or can you just buy them?
I think you can just keep buying.
There's one left.
Oh, there's only a stock. Okay, and it restocks every 3 minutes, so.
Yeah. It's a pretty good item.
I thought you just couldn't buy it until 3 minutes. I guess it's every
Nature's
3.
Prophet TPing in. King Tekka looking for that Orchid again. The IO's here. He's got to relocate him out yet again.
And they're going to... There's no way they set up this time, though.
No, they're too far away.
Here comes Pink.
Clairvoyance is like, I'm running down there, guys. Just wait for me, everybody. No, it's not happening. Can the tether out be possible? No, not at all.
Not looking like it.
No.
That's fine, though. At least... Oh.
Jericho is also going to die.
Ember just gets a kill top. He's like, I'm out of bottom from getting killed, and I'll just go get a kill top.
Mason's playing this smoothly.
Yeah, he is. And there we go. Look, he already has his Battle Fury after like the bots that came at like 15 minutes.
And then where's his gold come from?
And 1.5k. Yeah, he just flash farms so quick once that Battle Fury and Boots of Travel come up. And an IO always saving him is nice.
Yeah, that'll help.
It's nice to have some guys say, I'll die for you.
KYH sitting behind him has been nice, but maybe that's just not preparing for
an IO.
Yeah, I mean,
I haven't seen Dragneel play an IO. I didn't know they had one. Like some teams just don't have an IO player. It's a true thing.
I think if you let that happen again, if you TP in and go for an Orchid and the IO relocates and saves him, you have to wonder like, all right, what are we doing wrong here?
Stop doing that. Yeah, should we just stop?
Can we get our Storm Spirit so we can actually pull the IO before he actually goes for the relocate? Come on now, we have full map coverage with Ball Lightning. We have that. Did he end up going Bloodstone?
Yeah, he did. And he had it last kill. So, and it looks like he's going for an Orchids now, and he's getting up there. He's going to be able to start soloing those supports, possibly even like Mason.
And I love the addition of Bloodthorn to the game, even if it's the second most expensive item, because it allows him to transition even further into the late game.
Yeah, exactly. It gives him something if he wants to go for it.
I don't expect Bloodthorn to be like his next item after Orchid. But
but
you have that option.
It could be in 60 minutes if this game goes that long.
Yeah. It's kind of like HFN giving away Ags, but, first he's going to finish off that Octarine. He's got the Manta ready to go. The build. This is the build. This is the only build that I've seen so far in the qualifiers.
Yep. Oh, and they're going to go for a fight, and they find Nightmare. Oh, Nightmare, you're dead, aren't you?
He's the Flame Guard. The Unstable Concoction for good measure. Jericho's going to get scouted out. He's going to get remnanted on. Searing Chains is up and ready to go. Sleight of Fist. He actually, I think, missed that. It's a bit awkward.
Missed Chains, but now they can just go for middle tower. We do see Glyph is up.
Leo saw split pushing top like crazy. They're going to TP in with the Ember Spirit. He can't really take Leo style, though. He didn't have Flame Guard, I don't think, and Searing Chains was just used.
Yep, HFN just getting the farm. He has an Octarine in about 1,000, and that's when you just start split pushing like crazy, farming even more. And we have to think, what do they have on for the Alchemist to give to his Aghanims? Beastmaster is always good, so is Lich. I guess just those two, right? IO doesn't have one.
Yes. Beastmaster.
And Lich.
Those aren't even that great, honestly.
Yeah, I think Beastmaster is the best because the range is insane.
Yeah, the range is good.
Yeah, and the cooldown, I think, at lower. I mean, when he does start getting 6 slot, he will give it to him either way. And I mean, at least it's an upgrade. It's something.
The Lich is just like, yeah, all right.
A little more damage.
I can get my Aghanim Scepter. It's going to bounce infinitely. It doesn't really matter that much. Everyone thought that item was amazing when it came out, but no, not really.
Yep. It's going to be hard. I assume the gold. I'm going to look at the gold. Yeah, I assumed it was pretty heavily in favor of Dragneel just because Ember and Alchemist are obviously faring reasonably well. We see a Relore coming out
King
bottom.
Tekka, yeah, he's going to get caught, and he's going to try to sprout TP. That's not happening. Sleight of Fist comes through, and Clairvoyance gets the Frost Blast to pick him up. Top lane, Leo Styles got to try to take the tier 2 tower in the process, but here we go. He's going to have to ball letting out if he's not careful. Good deny from Mason to get it done. Leo Styles going to have to ball letting
He's actually
further.
going in on
He wants to go onto Snaking. He doesn't have Roar anymore. He's got to try to TP out, and he's got to go all the way into the lane to do so.
They really don't have. I just realized they don't have the lockdown for Storm Spirit besides the Roar.
Yeah, they
just have nothing.
They can use some lockdown items.
Yeah, but who gets it? Like, you don't have a traditional carry in the Ember who's like, oh, okay, I'll get an Abyssal. You don't really have an Orchid hero as well. This might just be the Roar.
I think you can get an Abyssal on Alec if you want. I don't know, though.
I think we have seen some. I mean, he could instead of the Quelling Blade.
It's going to make you tankier, too.
Yeah, exactly.
What
is usually? I know this is the standard build, and what's usually the 5th item?
I have no idea. You're asking the wrong guy.
I just hate Alchemist. So.
Yeah, me too. Same. HFN, you're a disgusting player. How dare you?
How dare you? And we see. Oh, look at another Bounder, and how much will he get for this one? 612.
Just casual 600 gold.
Oh Lord, save us! Now he has Octarine. Oh, he already had it. He just has 3K more. Yeah.
He's got that
it's hot in here. I'm sweating.
He's got that Octarine. Oh, he's also got 3K gold.
Yeah. Sick. Yeah. And there we go. We see the Manta on Ember now.
Yeah, that Orchid's not going to be a problem much longer.
That's the biggest thing.
So they have to now commit to pretty much a Storm pull, I feel like, or a Hex coming out with a Blink Dagger for the line, and he is not close. Well, he's a little close, but not really.
I think the biggest thing, a Treant, if he could get Blink, which he's not going to, he's at 200, and I don't even think it's on his list. If he could get a giant initiation with Storm, just zipping around, killing all the supports, they could definitely take a team fight. But I feel if Dragneel just wanted to team up as 5 right now, which they're not doing, I feel they could just either take Roche, or they could just even take the tier 2 mid.
Yeah, now they're going to look for that Roar onto Leo Style. The relocate comes through the overgrowth to try to stop it, but they still have a lot of damage. Unstable Concoction is going to fly through. He's going to try to avoid the TP. Will he make it out? No! He gets stunned up at the end, but I don't think they know. I don't think they have an idea that he actually
look at Mason.
Mason's going to go in, ball lightning further into the tree line, and HFN's going to chase him down. Pops up the... Oh, he just denies himself. He says, screw this. I'm out of here. Let me delete myself. And HFN actually tries to dodge with the Manta Style. It was a good effort, but no.
It did look like they're like, oh, he got the TP away, and then Mason just like pinged, like, wait a minute. I don't think he did.
Something sneaky here.
And you know, it's a weird thing a lot of people don't know. If you do suicide with Bloodstone, you lose 1 extra charge. Did you know that?
I did not know that
for a long time. Yeah, you lose half, and then you lose an extra for suicide. So you lose an extra one, but I mean, you don't give him the gold or anything. It's worth almost the Bloodstone
Another reason not to have to use that, but I mean.
So then now they are. Yep, they're doing Roche. I think they might just go middle, get a tier 2 after this as well, because they're yoked.
I mean, Alchemist in particular is gigantic.
Ooh, I think he has enough for an Ags. We might be seeing an Ags for Beastmaster. I think it actually, now that we've talked about it, kind of having the Beastmaster is the only real lockdown for the Storm. I think an Aghanims on Beastmaster is actually really good, and he has it because his last item slot will have this Aegis for HFN, and he might just buy the Ags.
And it's going to be right around when he gets level 16, which is another half second to that stun duration, which is nice.
And we actually have Glimmer Capes on Lich and IO now.
Which is huge.
They're not going to be...
That's really good protection, do they? They have sentries on Treant, that's it.
And that's the one person Storm can zip around and kill. It's going to be 100 times harder now with that.
Storm going down to denies. That's not great. Stops his progression. HFN is going to reconnect to the game. We're going to call G. Luckily, the pause does not take long this time, and Roche will not take long either, as he'll get it done. He's got his Chemical Rage up ready to go if he needs it. He'll pop it and start going to work. It's an AC, by the way, is the choice for the Alchemist, which is fine.
Yep, that is 100% fine, but what's he going to get rid of? Are they just going to try to maybe fight right now, get rid of the Aegis so he can get his AC?
Yeah, that seems right. Let's just run down mid and hope I can use this Aegis wisely and not, waste my life.
And Ember about 400 away from a crit stick if that's what he wants to go next.
That's likely. He doesn't need to go MKB. Butterfly is not being completed anytime soon for Gyrocopter. He could just go preemptive MKB if he wants to. I'm trying to figure out what else he needs. He could go Lincoln Sphere for the pull and the Hex if he wanted to, but that seems a little too defensive with a Manta style. So Mason has options, is what I'm saying.
He does. And they are just running down mid like we said. And they place a sentry. They're like, if you want to come in, we see you.
Sleight of fist, Searing Chains.
Nice.
Nightmare's going to take like half of his HP and damage, plus the axe is coming. He has to go back
Boop.
home now.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sorry
guys,
about
see
that.
you later.
And look, they're just going to siege it. Book 3 already popped. Oh, my goodness, this tower's melting.
Inner Beast comes out. You have the attack speed of the Alchemist. You have the Acid Spray to clear out any creep wave there, and then this Tier 3 tower is dead. Also, the Courier goes down. It's Dyer's Courier, had a full something on it. I'm not sure what it was. I think it was the Assault Cuirass.
I think it was the Assault Cure. So at least they get that. That looks like they're losing their melee Rex no matter what.
Yeah, this is going down. King Tekka, he popped his BKB. Jericho is barely alive. They're hobbling and trying to do as much as they can. Leo Style's going to come in with little to no help. They get the finger off on Snaky, but he's going to get Glimmer Caped. And Leo Style, he pops the dust, but it's not going to be enough. He's going to have to ball lightning further away. He's low. Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains, had that hit, would have gotten the kill probably. They've already lost the Nature's Prophet. Now heading down towards bottom is HFN. Continuing to just chop away at this tower. Chemical Rage seems to be up every... Well, I mean, it's pretty quick cooldown, 33.75 seconds with Octarine Core. He's going to have it up in 6 seconds here momentarily. It's pretty good uptime. It's like 7 seconds downtime, it looks like. They're going to Orchid him. He's going to Manta out of it. They're going to Ball Lightning. They were looking for a pull. Leo Style and Benjas trying their damnedest, but at this point, not looking good. The Roar comes out. HFN, he still has that Aegis, mind you, so even if he goes down here, he doesn't care. He's going to stun himself. Relocate out, not even if it's necessary. They might have needed to use that onto... Mason, the Ember Spirit, he's able to run it away and get out in time. They're going to go ahead and throw that Unstable Concoction again. He'll go back to work on getting this Rax. He's going to continue to regen up. The Octarine with the Acid Spray is going to get earned up. There's the Tether, and that'll heal him up as well. They pick up a Desolator, by the way, coming out for an Ember Spirit, and they're going to just finish off 2 sets of Rax here. It's exactly what you were talking about. They're yoked out. They're ready to go. They're ready to fight. They kill Jericho instantly. The pull-up, that'll be onto the Beastmaster. Snaking will go down. He'll buy back instantly. Not concerned about his death. Benjas is in trouble. And they will chop him down with both the Searing Chains, the Sleight of Fist, and HFN with his Chemical Rage. And that will be the end of it.
Wow.
It is going to be Dragneel, the Open Qualifiers, taking it 2-0 over Not Today, who were leaders of this group up until now.
Yep.
Pretty impressive stuff coming out from Dragneel, both in that first game, which was pretty quick, all things considered, and then that second game, it comes down to, I feel like a couple of those early engagements, Snake King turning around and getting that first blood.
Getting those kills, yeah. Nightmare definitely played good on the line. Almost the lowest low, but he was always in the right position. 0-5, but he was always in the right position. But once again, I just feel the heroes on Dragneel were better.
Yeah.
It just feel they knew what they wanted to do. Push at 20 minutes. We're all farmed. Let's go for it.
It just felt like even though they had a storm and all of that, they didn't have the control. They couldn't deal with the Ember Spirit, the Alchemist. You know, they couldn't gank him. The Lich pick I think was actually really good from Clairvoyance.
Yeah, and the IO, it saved Mason before he had his Manta from those ganks like 3 times. I think that was good.
It's like the perfect balance of defensive and offensive with the heroes that they had coming out. So Dragneel will take that victory. They will take that W. And head to a 2-0 victory, and
that was huge for them because they've already played 2 series before this.
Yes.
And they only had 2 points because they went 2-2. They tied 1-1 in both series. Now they got their first 2-0.
Yes.
So they're at 4 points now. Not Today's at 2.
Mm-hmm.
So that was huge for them. That moves them to the front. That moves them to the front. I think. They're
well,
above
Shazam also 2-0 their last series.
But
as well.
they're only 3-1 technically now. So they're only at 3 points. So technically.
Yeah. Brian, give us the groups real quick, please. I want to check that out actually for. I believe this is, Group B?
B, yes.
Yeah, Group B.
I believe I'm correct, though. 4 points, Dragneel.
3-1
on Shazam.
I mean, regardless of where they stand, that's still a pretty important victory for them when it all comes down to it. I mean, Not Today, considered probably the third best team in South America after a full Elite Wolf squad if they had it.
Yep.
Yeah, so you look at it right now, and you see Dragneel is sitting up at
4-2.
Yeah,
4
3 points. Shazam is 3-1 with 3 points, so...
But
still have a lot of Dota
to
to be played,
4
though.
Points, technically.
We have to finish off this group by today,
yes.
And we have 1 more series each, I believe.
Yep. And Digital Chaos and FDL, actually, I think they're going to be playing right now, and that'll decide who gets what in that group. That's already decided, but what seed it's going to be.
Yeah, and then that'll determine who plays up against, whether it's Dragneel, Shazam, Not Today.
I think I'm supposed to be casting that. Yep.
Yeah, get out of here.
All right, see you later, you rascals.
All right, everybody. This is Mott as well as Grant signing off. Thank you for joining us today here. I am done. I am going to go sleep for about a year and a half. It's been a pleasure casting for you guys. Make sure you guys check out the Manila Madness Hub on Twitch. You know where to find us on BTS Beyond the Summit. If you've enjoyed the cast, give us a follow, give us a shout. Myself at Mott Dota and Grant at Grant on Twitter. With that, big shout out to all the people here at the Hub, and see y'all later. Bye, guys.